you want, you can even start again.
Hi everyone, my name is Bao Anh, and I'm a curious girl with a food girl. I'm very curious for the new taste, and I'm very enjoyed when I have delicious food with a drink. And I really love food. Before we have the food tour in Vietnam, I have a question for you. What's your favorite food in Vietnam?
Everyone look at Mark.
My favourite food is French fries. Thank you.
And McDonald's.
I don't think it's around the world is not in Vietnam.
I like pho from Saigon.
I think pho is the most of the food people want to try that. It's really cool. And what's up?
I really like phở xào or phở xào. Cuốn.
It's very cool, but it's have a lot of art.
Yes.
I not often eat that. And what?
I've tried several dishes, I just don't know the names of the dishes.
I love
But I like all Asian food.
Yeah, it's really easy to eat that.
I think I also love so much food.
Yeah, I'm easy to eat in any taste, and I love any food. Okay, it's the food talk in the Vietnamese food and drink. Let's start with the food. This is the list of the popular food in Vietnam. First is the bún bò Huế, beef noodle from Huế. Cơm tấm, broken rice, hot cuốn or nem cuốn, fresh spring rolls or summer rolls, for noodle soup and bún chả, super rice noodle.
Okay, sorry, I have a question. What is broken rice?
Broken rice. I have to search that in the Google and in the Vietnamese.
I know what is sticky rice.
No, it's not sticky rice.
Sticky rice.
It's broken in half, basically.
Sticky rice is rice bigger than the rice.
The broken rice.
Yeah.
Is it cut? How do they make it smaller?
I think people cut that.
They cut the rice.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a lot to learn.
Yeah. And the first we are talk about something in bún bò Huế, beef noodle from Huế. Bún bò Huế is the popular Vietnamese spicy beef noodles. Soup means bún beef noodle soup. Contain rice, vermicelli, and beef. Bún bò Huế comes from Huế, that's why it's named to recognize as a label. You know, bún bò Huế, the soup is made by the barn. So when we eat that, this taste is a little bit sweet by the bone, and the soup has a little bit spicy in this. We eat this with a little onion and the slice of the beef. The taste is very sweet and spicy. Maybe it's very amazing of the taste. Next one is the cơm tấm. Cơm tấm is a traditional Vietnamese dish that spatially sold as street food. It consists of broken and imperfect rice grain that were traditionally chopped away after the milling process, but nowadays it's a signature dish from Ho Chi Minh City, and this food is come from Ho Chi Minh City, you know that. And in this food we have the French egg, oil with onion, cucumber, and the delicious fish sauce. Maybe fish sauce we are made by a little garlic and maybe a little bit sugar with the juice, lemon juice, and the fish sauce. We have the pork, the grilled pork, maybe that. And I have never tried it, but it's very popular in the Ho Chi Minh City than the Hanoi. Maybe when you come to Ho Chi Minh City, you should to try that, because in Hanoi I think it's very hard to find some delicious of the cơm tấm. That's all. And the gỏi cuốn spring roll. You know, gỏi cuốn is the most of in the list, the most delicious food in the world, and I think this easy to eat and have a lot of famous people try this and recognize it's very good. Vietnamese fresh spring rolls is one of the most popular appetizers in the Vietnamese food culture. The traditional food is ranked at number 50 on the list of 50 most delicious food in the world by CNN Go in 1911. And in this one, we have maybe carrot, grilled pork or the beef, pineapple and cucumber. I think that, and I think it's not the fish sauce, but everyone like eat that with the fish sauce. Maybe is maybe sour sauce. I think that, and is rolled on the rice paper. Oh my God. English is not much with this food.
Those four with the thick and burns.
Soup noodle. We have. Sorry, it's my mistake.
Pancakes good.
Pancake is a dessert when we are after eat the food. We have two types of pho. Pho Bắc northern pho and pho Nam southern pho. In the pho Bắc, eating the pho in Hanoi, we eat pho with the fresh meat. Maybe we cut meat and put that in the soup and eat this pho. And the pho Nam, the chef maybe cut it and don't put that the fresh meat in the soup. So I think we can choose for Nam if you want to eat that have amazing taste than the pho Bắc, because pho Bắc is very popular. Maybe it's most popular in the Vietnamese. I think that. And the simple for ingredients. Pho is the Vietnamese food consisting of bone fruit, rice noodle and thinly sliced meat, usually beef or maybe a chicken. It may also be served with beans root, fresh herbs, lambs, chili, and the other gravies. Pho is different with Bún Bò Huế, because pho is the soup made by the beef or the chicken, and maybe a little bit percent we make pho with the corn soup. And the next one is the bún chả, kebab rice noodle. Bún chả is the Vietnamese dish of grilled pork noodle coming with the heap of pickles and dressed herb. Bún chả is delicious in the Hanoi, and maybe everyone like bún chả because it's easy tasty. Bún means fresh white rice, vermicelli, and chả is pork belly, and the meatball grilled on charcoal. I really love bún chả, and maybe I have to eat that when I'm 4 or 5 years old. I don't remember too much, but it's very popular a long time ago, and the bún chả come from Hanoi. It's very popular in the Hanoi because maybe the fish sauce is very easy to eat, and it's very much with the fresh vegetable and the rice noodle with very smell good in the pork belly or meat roll. And next one, we have the popular drinks in the Vietnam. I think popular drinks in Vietnam is don't have to more list than the food. First, we have the nước mía, sugarcane juice. Maybe on the street food or anywhere in the Vietnam also have this sugarcane juice. The next is chả artichoke tea. We can't easy to see that in Hanoi because artichoke tea is very popular on the Đà Lạt, and it's Đà Lạt, yes.
Okay.
And maybe it's easy to drink when you put some sugar, coffee. In the Vietnam say coffee, and the England or UK can say the coffee. That is very same to say that. And beer, that's both of language is easy, is same to say that. And first we can know the sugarcane juice, but after we talk about that, do you know some popular drink in the Vietnam? And yeah.
Again, what is the most popular drink in Vietnam? This one?
No, I want before. After you said that, I want to catch question. Like outside than my list, do you know some popular drink in the Vietnam? And have you ever tried some drink in my list?
Yeah, of course.
I've never tried artichoke tea. What is it in Vietnamese again?
Artichoke, I think, is like a flower.
Yes, but what artichoke? What is the Vietnamese name?
Artichoke.
And the artichoke, the vegetable or the flower?
I think it's flower because.
So the flower of the plant that grows the artichoke?
Just Đà Lạt made this tea, artichoke tea, and it's popular in Đà Lạt.
Is it bitter?
Yeah, we have some of the
very good taste.
accommodation. We will try it because we haven't opened the bag yet.
Is that good, eh?
I don't know. I'm gonna try
What
it.
is sugarcane juice made of? Is it a bamboo?
Sugarcane.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It is a
But you
sugarcane.
say
You just
that-
squeeze the sugarcane and get the juice, and that's it.
Maybe said that like this juice put on like I think that plastic. Yeah, put on plastic, and the sugar said that because sugar in Vietnam made by this tree. That's all. And tree used to be the vendor that would make freshly squeezed sugarcane juice. Previously, sugarcane juice was sold in a small plastic bag, filled with ice and tied at the open end with a plastic band around the straw. I not recommend when you buy this juice and the shelf, put it in the plastic bag because it's very it's very effect with the air pollution or the water pollution. But this state, with my opinions, I think it's very sweet. Yeah, it's easy to know that because it's made by sugar. But when you put a lot of the ice, this taste is very delicious. But drink that too much make you can be fat. That is artichoke tea. Maybe tea not to a lot of people know that. described for this tea. Artichoke tea, known as cha artichoke in the Vietnamese, is used in the Vietnam as a herbal alternative to green tea. It's a country coffee-free tea is often sold as dried artichoke tea bag, but it is quite easy to make a cup of this tea at home using fresh artichoke. It's grown in the Dallas because Dallas is the place easy to make some amazing vegetable or like some fruit because soil in the Dallas is easy to grow up. And taste, I think when you put some sugar in this tea, it's very sweet and it's easy to drink that. I really love that artichoke tea. The next one is the coffee. Yes, you know, coffee is very popular around the world, and Vietnam is this one of the list for the popular. Traditional Vietnamese coffee is strong and better brewed, made using a dark roast. Typically, robusta condensed milk is added, and the beverage is often churned over ice. It can sometimes be made with fresh milk, but it's not common. Maybe the coffee nut it grow up in the Douglas, and the Douglas is very popular with the coffee. The coffee in Vietnam is very strong with the black coffee, and maybe some people in Vietnam, a little bit percent in Vietnam don't like that. But with my opinions, I think the coffee, drink that with a little bit, maybe starch, and the milk is very easy to drink that. It's very smooth and it's very easy to drink. And the third, maybe the fourth is the beer. Traditional Vietnamese coffee is
You mean coffee beer?
Coffee beer. Oh.
Yes, coffee and
No,
beer.
I don't have my stomach. I don't see the screen. The beer is it's just like the wine, but it's easy to drink than the wine. You can easy to see the beer in around the street and around the world. It's really funny when a friend or family long time to see drink that and eat something delicious food like a kebab, some food like the peanuts. I think yesterday I'm very asleep, so I can't see easy to see that. Sorry. Today is a mistake. I have something wrong with my screen. And do you have any questions with my?
Have you ever tried any beer?
I have tried.
Wait, I have recorded the Samuel Palace. No, just kidding.
I think we're just sorry. One question with the beer because it's very common around the world. So maybe should mention about beer hơi because that's a specialized drink in Hanoi or Vietnam.
I don't think beer Heineken is special in Hanoi because in Hanoi have the name. In Hanoi have the beer Hanoi. I think it's more special than Heineken beer.
Beer hơi.
Beer Heineken.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any question for me?
As I understood, many of the dishes have either pork, beef, or chicken. So it's not like Holy Bible. It has to be only pork, only chicken, or so it could be anything of it.
I don't understand too much of the question.
When we are talking about spring rolls
Yes,
and talking about meat exactly, you could put in the pork, beef, or chicken, or just one of these.
Oh, I think you can put any meat.
Any meat.
Yeah, any meat with
And that's the
taste.
case about most of the food.
Yeah, maybe it's much with the taste. We can put any meat.
Okay.
But spring rolls, maybe people also put the pork, the boiled pork. That's all. Than the beef.
And what about other dishes? Are there any dishes that work better with one meat?
I think that it's just like the buncha. The chef never make the buncha by the chicken.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, when you eat that, it's very like some delicious for the eater.
Yeah, so that's what the miss over here was asking you. She was asking you if most Vietnamese dishes you have to have one type of meat, or if we can be flexible and change the meats.
I think the Vietnamese food can be changed the meat with taste, with matches with the eating taste.
So when I'm ordering food in a restaurant, I can say I want spring rolls with chicken, or I want
It's
spring
very
rolls.
normal.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
I can
normal.
choose what meat I. Okay.
Yeah.
They have it on the menu.
Okay.
But there's certain dishes which don't make sense, like the buncha, for example.
Maybe, but
Buncha.
Like, buncha, can I have some buncha with chicken, please?
I think we don't have some the buncha handle eating with chicken. But
Butcher is all about pork.
Yeah, it's pork.
Yeah.
It's grilled pork.
Exactly. So that's
Grilled-
why I said
grilled pork.
most
Can you
food,
imagine?
not all
Butcher.
the food, but
That's
most
pretty good.
food.
Yeah.
Buncha ball, yeah.
But with my taste, I think when you grill any meat, we can eat easy to eat with buncha because buncha is easy when you grill the meat.
So like if you make it at home, it'll still be
Yeah,
delicious.
yeah. I think when you change the different meat, it's very cool for the taste.
Okay.
Pork is easy to cook.
What do you order the most? All the food and all the drinks.
I'm easy going to eat anything, so I think I can eat anything in the world.
Even Chiết cam.
I'm going to give you the French
Chiết cam.
cheese.
Yes.
This is the boil,
Blood sugar.
just blood.
What blood? What do you mean
Any
blood?
blood that can be.
Human.
It can be chicken.
The kind is the maybe duck blood, pork blood,
Goat.
and any animal blood. Can
Why
be
any
eaten.
blood?
Human's blood.
No, I think it's not easy to eat that.
Chết cánh người.
The human blood?
Yes.
No, I think I really don't have this word. But when you boil that kind and boils, it's really easy to eat that. I really love that.
Blood cake, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you cooked any of the dishes that you shown today?
I am the chef in my home, so I can easy to make any food in this list.
Good.
Yeah, that's cool.
So lunch for lunch tomorrow.
What?
So you're making lunch tomorrow?
No, I also make the dinner
But
because
I'm hungry
Okay,
now.
well.
After the presentation, I'm really hungry.
I think I will make some food in the lunch tomorrow. Maybe.
Okay, there you go.
Maybe.
Maybe,
It's
yeah.
not sure.
I can sure that.
You just have to
you
tell
all-
them they have to pay. They have to buy the ingredients for you, and they have to make sure that they have the stuff.
You can give
Like
money
the
to me
stove.
by that.
Okay, guys, if you give her money, and then you tell her where to cook.
She was very
I mean, you can make a chiết cam will be very easy. Back of blood and lime. Okay.
No, I think it's not much too easy because you can put some. In my countryside, some old people make the gun is very amazing. They can put really great of the water with the blood, maybe one blood with the one water, and that gun is my dad said is very delicious. That that.
Mm.
But I've never tried it, so I don't know this yet.
What about cakes?
Cooks in Vietnam.
Do you have any special?
I think myself in this Taiwan is the special cake. You can. I mean that.
What's it in English, sweetie? You have to explain what it is.
It's just like the pancake in our country, and but in the inside that
You
we have
filled with something?
inside us have the bean,
Shrimps,
shrimp,
yeah.
and the
Pork.
Savory
pork.
pancake.
Pork, yeah. Pork mince.
Yeah.
It's not a cake, it's a normal dish.
Yeah,
No, so they use a pancake, but it's like a savory pancake.
Mm.
yeah, but
And remember
the thing
in
is,
Vietnam they don't.
everything made with dough is called cake.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
We have the
Sweet
bánh
cake,
tráng.
savory cake.
Yeah, we have the bánh tráng.
His
Yesterday.
favorite.
Bánh tráng is like rice paper with a little bit spicy sauce or sweet sauce.
Good taste.
And in Dalat we have the grilled rice paper. It's really delicious and it's my favorite street food. I think it's a special cake in Vietnam.
What about sweet cake? Because I think that's what she was looking
Yeah.
about. What about sweet cake?
Because you know, when we say cake, it means it's sweet. Sorry, I didn't know. It doesn't apply to Vietnam.
I think in Vietnam the people don't like too much eating sweet.
Good for you.
I don't know that, but I think some sweet cake in Vietnam don't have any special.
Okay. I'll Google it.
Maybe some chef make the sweet cake by another country, but it's not special in Vietnam.
Which of the food that you've shown us are considered street food?
I think it's maybe have in a restaurant or maybe have it in street food, but I think mostly is also have the bigger percent in the restaurant.
Can you tell us which ones are more in the restaurants and which ones are street food?
Maybe what was spring rolls is also have in the street food in this whole hunting lake. And the pho, maybe pho.
It's also street food.
Yeah, no, pho is maybe a restaurant a little. And the rice noodle kimbap maybe on the street food. Yeah, that's all. And I hope that one day you have to try any food and drink in the Hanoi. It's very amazing, I'm sure that. And I live in the Vietnam and I'm curious going for the new taste, but I really want to eat that every day. Yeah, that's all. And I hope you have the activity in the Hanoi, turn around and see some the road and eat some delicious food. That's amazing activity. That's all. Thanks for listening to my presentation.
Not yet, not yet.
I just listened before this presentation.
No, I have like 10 questions.
Oh my
Wow.
Hey, you should have finished what she said.
Yeah,
Do you have any
I wanted to
questions
go
for
on.
me?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should
now.
have asked her.
I have 10 questions to ask. The first one, can you tell me, remind me again, what is the purpose of this presentation?
What is the purpose of this presentation?
What's that?
What are you presenting to us today? What's your topic?
What is that for?
Food and drink in Vietnam.
Not one.
Okay, so food and drink, you're going to introduce that. So like the second question is, all the food over there, drink there, all people here can find out all information in internet. Why people have to sit here for 30 minutes to listen to me?
Why not? Because I want to say that, and this is in my presentation, and I want to share some the interesting in my country for us. That's
So I mean like all the question, all the information there people can find out in internet. So we come here basically want to see.
No, I think that's easy to listen to, and I want to describe when I describe that people easy to thinking about this food. But when we are in this sources in the internet, it's not easy to find that because maybe sometimes we don't think about that. And when I'm talking about this, you can know that.
Okay, so do you think like all foreigners come here and they don't want to find out about Vietnamese food before coming here or something? Or maybe they don't have ability to find that on internet?
Because maybe they are not curious curious human for the food. And
Are you sure that you ask them? That is the thing, because you have to understand the audiences. You cannot force them to do what they think. You have to understand about the audiences. You know, are you sure they're not curious about Vietnamese food?
But maybe when they are curious food, they want to know about some the new thing in the country.
Do you think this one? Do you think if they could not find that?
I saw that because when I talk this, I have a lot of questions for my food.
Okay, everyone have question for the food. Even I also have question
Yeah,
for my family.
that
as well.
question I make sure that people don't know some food in my list.
So, do you understand the questions the audiences will present to? Like what kind of people they are, or maybe because right now we are here to represent Vietnam, not like come to talk about beauty because beauty people, even the same country we have different standard of beauty, but we are here to introduce Vietnamese culture. So you have to understand the people you talk to. So do you think they are curious or not, and they come here for what?
Culture and the food and drink is not matches. You know, food and drink make the special in the Vietnam, but the culture is talk about like the people in the Vietnam and their personality and the social Vietnam with the history. But when the food and drink is like some food you must to eat when you come to Vietnamese, but it's very special, and we go turn around in the Vietnamese. It's a lot of in the world. But when the time you don't know to eat some food and try some and must to find some food in your country, you must to eat that because in the Vietnamese don't have some in your country food.
Okay, so what I mean is like all the foreigners here, tourists here, they come here. Of course, they curious about food, Vietnamese food. That is the most. All 100% except him, like come to Vietnam and they curious about Vietnamese food and they have to do that. They have to find out some information about the Vietnamese food, and all the list you just showed us. I'm not foreigner. I can find that with one or two clicks. And it's the same information I did that before. So right now, like, can you explain more to us, like why we have to listen to this one instead of doing like internet? Because they come here, of course, they curious about food already. They don't come here to be more curious. They come here to find some new information and want to hear your opinion.
I think with my opinions, everyone should find something new because it takes more your knowledge. You know, I remember in my presentation, I have to share about some black you should to eat that food and where the special in the Vietnamese, just like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City or the Đà Lạt. And when you come to Hanoi, you should to try the bún chả or the pho. It's easy to find that. Why? Because when you roll, maybe in a small place, it's lacking. You can roll the after this center. We have the pho and the bún chả maybe beside that. And That's right. That's so I want to talk about. It's easy to find that. And when you go to example, when you go to Ho Chi Minh City, it's very easy to find the cơm tấm. Or when you go to Great, it's easy to find the Bún Bò because it's special and it's make the culture in this place.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but still not the answer I'm looking for.
I don't think she can completely answer to that question
Yeah.
because I'm the listener, I'm the foreigner who is searching Google it. The main difference between Google or internet and representation is passion.
That is the thing. I want to hear that one.
I know, but
I want to
she
hear that
can
one.
say
Yeah.
that about herself.
Yeah.
It's much easier for us to say.
Yeah.
She speaks with passion.
You know, so what, like I said, when you introduce something about the country or even or something in your family, you have to speak with the passion. I mean, of course, I see that from your presentation, but that is the thing, that is the answer I want to hear. Just like we are here to say something about our own country. And another question is,
Can I just say something before you ask?
Okay, let me just finish.
Oh, she was allowed to say something. Can I also say
No,
something?
because I'm going to forget that. It's just like, wait.
Okay.
So like that is the question I want to ask you. You know, so like when you can make a list, you can make whatever you want, but try to put some kind of question and some put your personal opinion on that to make sure because like you know if you study public speaking, if you practice if you do that for 30 minutes and also the people here like in the real life, you can talk in front of like 20 people and even 100 people, and you don't want to lose their attention. They don't come here to see the list, you know, they come here to see you. So, I mean, like, anytime you want to mention anything about the country or maybe anything about yourself, you have to speak with your own, you know, and try to keep them attention because, like, all the list here. I also, like, if you keep doing that, then people can, you know, start to fall asleep. You know, and when they lose attention, it means your presentation is going to fail. I mean, you're doing good, you did good, but I mean, like, you can do better. You know, talking, make a list is different with doing presentation. People come here to see you, people will come here to see the flat screen, you know. So that is the thing.
Do you understand what he said? A little. So I think the gist of what he's saying is that you have to come with passion and you have to come with excitement about what you're talking about. That's a very main focus of what you said, right? That she has to come with passion and excitement.
And more personal opinions, more examples, you know. So.
And that's the difference
Do some
between
story.
reading and listening to you speak. When we read, we don't have a beautiful young Vietnamese girl that's giving us the excitement and the passion about the food. We don't have your voice. We don't have your personal input as a chef at home. You know, so it's you that makes the difference between reading it online and seeing you do the presentation, right? That's what they're saying. So they're saying it's you that makes the difference, the way you talk, your excitement, your knowledge, right? Does that make sense?
I mean, if you can put some pictures of your family eating that one, I feel more, you know, more interesting because I can see you in your life, your family. Just like, okay, you can sort of introduce a little bit about bún chả, but you can put some pictures of your family and you and your brother eating that with a big smile, and you come here with you speak with happiness. So this kind of guy going to be more convinced to eat Vietnamese food. So now, like you, right now can I give you 2 minutes to convince him to eat something like a Vietnamese food with you? Because he never tried Vietnamese food before, and it's kind of insulting to us. No, just kidding. He said he doesn't like Vietnamese food. So right now, you talking about Vietnamese food. One person in the room doesn't like Vietnamese food. How can you live with that? He doesn't like Vietnamese food. How can you convince him to eat?
I think he wasn't eating Vietnamese food.
He mustn't eat Vietnamese.
That is all.
Because
Yes.
he doesn't like that, and I can give him Vietnamese food and talk please that you must to eat that. This is not work.
Yeah. So okay, so like maybe you can talk to him like that. You can talk to him, okay, you don't have to eat Vietnamese food. Because sometimes you use the words, any way to give him some thoughts. You don't have to force him to eat, but give him some thoughts on that. You know? Because you talking about Vietnamese food right now. You try to show Vietnamese food, our amazing Vietnamese food, you know. We love Vietnamese food, but one person there doesn't like it.
You know what you should do about it? You must bring him something you made.
Exactly, you going to make some food.
But
Invite him.
if he doesn't like Vietnamese food, that's I'm sure he doesn't like some taste with the Vietnamese people. And when I'm cooking, I make some the Vietnamese taste. So I think when I cook that, he doesn't like that.
But do you know him? Did you ask him? Maybe he like it or not. But maybe the taste doesn't belong to him. But maybe he got some kind of bias. He got some kind of stomach when he ate before. You making assumption without any reason. Come to ask him. Why he don't like it. You know, don't stay here and also think, okay, probably he doesn't like it because he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Come to him, talk and find solution.
But
Maybe.
doesn't like why we're talking about.
Yeah, we're waiting for you now. It's question, you know. You can do that. So there's only a few people here, and you're talking about food. You with your passion, happiness, and now just only one for a person doesn't like it, but you don't want to talk to him. It's kind of, you know, I feel not really supportive.
Okay, is there a Vietnamese dish that is not spicy that you can recommend?
I think it's spicy. It's a little bit spicy because you can put spicy sauce in the table when you're going to a restaurant.
He's asking you to recommend a dish that is not spicy. Yeah, a Vietnamese dish that is not spicy.
Rice.
I think every food is not spicy.
Until you put some spicy
Yeah.
She's
Even
right.
if you don't put the spicy sauce, it's not spicy.
She's right. It's not spicy. That you just have the spice on the side.
Yeah. It's your choice to put
I
it
mean,
in.
yeah,
Thank you.
something I can recommend. You said you're a chef in the family. It means you cook. Okay, I never tried, but you cook it well. You know, you can invite him to eat your food. And also you can ask him, you don't like spicy food, right? I can remove some filters to be less spicy or not. And then after that, if you still don't like it, okay, I feel it's okay, maybe someone else can convince you, but now I feel, because even I cook, I talk, and also I try to give you some thoughts, but you still don't like it, it's okay. You know, sometimes it's optional, you know. It means I expect it to be invited.
Okay, what is the food with the most spicy food? Food with most spices? With most chili or everything?
Let me think. Maybe spicy noodles.
Spicy noodles. Okay.
Depends on how much.
Yeah, music.
Yeah.
Where do you get the spicy noodles?
Korean noodles, basically.
You mean the noodles that we buy in the package and then we put the spice and cook it?
Yeah.
Or do you? Oh, is that what you mean? Okay.
The spiciest food in Vietnam is Korean noodles.
How logical.
But I have said the Vietnamese food, or more the dishes that have a spicy taste. Yeah. When you want to eat the spicy taste, you can put the spicy sauce on the table.
So I could just order more spicy sauces.
You can talk with the chef in this restaurant.
Or talk to you if you have a chef.
I can put a lot of chili with for you.
So the question is, do you want to invite us or not?
I don't have money.
We can, we can have. We can use some money and use this as a
Yeah, I can't do much.
We can ask V to pay, it's okay.
Okay. Okay, so when? Like, write it down. When? Which day do you want to invite us?
Maybe tomorrow because on Thursday I will go to school.
Tomorrow, what time and where?
In the morning and in the afternoon, maybe all
No, I need the exact time.
all morning.
In the morning.
Yeah.
What time?
4 a.m.
8 a.m. up to 12 p.m.
Okay, so
12
where?
p.m. at night.
I mean, we can stay in the whole
No,
night.
12 p.m. 12 p.m. Yeah.
Okay, so where?
In Hoàng Diệu Lake.
Like it's really be too far for us.
Can we go to then to Đà Lạt or Ho Chi Minh City and Huế to try?
Wait, yes, let's go to Huế.
Okay, I'm going to talk to the mom that okay, like tomorrow we go to the Huế together.
Yeah, that's no.
Have you cooked all of the dishes that you showed us? Down to yes or no question. Which of the dishes you showed us have you cooked?
Maybe bún chả.
Mucha. You know how to cook mucha.
I'm not cook bún chả. And any food besides bún chả, I cook that, but not have English.
You said you're passionate about food cooking. Are you planning to open a restaurant one day?
I don't think so because it's not in my plan in my future. Because maybe I can't take a long time to make my pocket money to open the restaurant. Have any question?
So how about your family? Your family feel happy when they eat your food?
My younger brother always like when I'm cooking.
How about your parents?
I think they're fine when I go to work or go to cooking because with my taste I think cooking is delicious and I can make some new dishes and people don't know that.
What do you feel when you're cooking?
I feel happy. I feel creative.
Really?
Yeah, I can make something I want.
Okay.
And when it's failed, maybe I'm very happy for that because I have to try that and never try that after that.
Do you put your hand like this when you cook?
No, I always cooking and watch my phone.
Okay, so do you have any questions?
Where did you first drink artichoke tea?
First drink.
When did you first drink artichoke tea?
But I've never gone to Đà Lạt.
So you've never tried
Yeah, but my cousins go to Đà Lạt and buy this for the gift
it?
and have to try this.
So you have tried it or you still have to try it?
I have tried it.
So when did you try it for the first time?
Oh, when I was 6 years old.
6 years old.
Yeah,
Okay, so you've been drinking it for a few years.
yeah.
Whenever your cousins
But
go
I remember the taste.
Oh.
I can remember all the tests I have to try.
When last did you have some artichoke tea?
Maybe that is the first time and that is the end.
Okay, so you tried it a few years ago.
Yeah.
Is it bitter?
Not yet.
Like, is it a little bit sweet or is it very
No,
bitter?
because my taste is not like that.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
It's very sweet,
Yeah,
even without sugar.
It's on the pocket, so I think people make that and put the sugar on.
Yeah.
I think that.
Does it taste similar to the herbal tea we usually get, like the chada that you get on the side of the road? Does it taste similar to that or not?
I think it's difficult to find that on some.
No, but is it like the same taste? Like is it almost the same taste as the normal tea that I can go buy outside, or is it very different?
It's different maybe.
Is it sweeter?
Yeah, because like some of the chada in the road, is have some drink have sweetness, but maybe it's not like this artichoke tea.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Any question?
Just one last one. Where did you learn to cook?
In my home.
So you learned from your mom or?
No, I really like to cook alone.
Okay.
I really want to make the meal for my family.
So you're self-made.
Yeah.
How did you learn how to cook though?
From my mom, I learned on the social media. Yeah, that easy. I have to cook that.
Do you feel you are a very good cooker?
Yeah, with my feeling, I feel that. But for taste for everyone, I don't know.
And you eat what you cook. Always.
I'm eating rice, but when I'm cooking, I cook a lot of and make me fat. So I don't really eat. Also, I eat some meal. I cook it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks. Bye.